Hey, friend. So there's no question that right now we're in a recession, and it's probably going to get worse. But in this episode, we're going to tell you why we're excited about it and why you should be too.
All right. I'm excited.
I'm always excited.
Well,
I get to work with the love of my life,
you know,
living our new American dream, amazing kids.
sometimes
Life is good. Yeah,
sometimes they're amazing.
they're kids.
When they're
just
when they're
kids.
amazing, they're mine. When they're not, they're yours.
Oh my goodness. I take after you for sure.
Yeah. For sure.
Man, we are in some exciting times.
We are. There was a time when we'd be sitting in this saying the opposite.
It's true.
You know, if you don't live under a rock, then you're aware of the doom and gloom that's going on in the world right now. In the economy, we're in a downturn. You know, the cool thing about it, though, is history don't lie. It's not like this is something new under the sun.
Like it's never happened before.
Like it never
right?
happens. It's cyclical.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. And typically they say it lasts around on average about 18 months. We're talking about the recession, guys. You know, you guys see inflation, you see dollar isn't going as far. And it's just a time where the media is what they do, doom and gloom.
Mm-hmm.
And they get your emotions high and screaming, and they get you retracting and shrinking and just emotionally and mentally.
They get
in a
you
hot mess.
to focus on just surviving, I think.
Yeah. That's what elitists do.
Making you think you can't get ahead.
Yeah. And there was a time when we'd be the same way. We'd be storing up our nuts and being like, oh, let's shrink down and
Save 'em for winter.
survive the next 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. Who knows? Could go 2-3 years.
Yeah.
But what I've found is
Yeah, I
when
was
you look
gonna
at
say,
like
when
the
in
Bezos,
reality-
you look at the Elon Musks, you look at all these people.
Mm-hmm.
That's the time when people get innovative. They get
Mhm.
creativity wins. Like we said, we shared a message with our team today and said, now is the time not to shrink. Now is the time to flex. Now is the time to flex, because I was sharing with you earlier that when things are going good, people are moving fast. Their attention span is small. Their energy's high. But times like this, unfortunately, most people are going to retract. They're going to shrink. They're going to slow down. Their energy's low. But it's easy to catch their attention because they are moving slower. And they are at a lower energy. So you operating at a higher energy, and everything you do is going to attract them and show up. And that becomes contagious. But it's going to take more work. It's definitely going to take more work, right?
Yeah. Well, you're talking about one of the senses of taking more work is you are at the same time reconditioning how you think about rising above in dire times. But you're also going to be reconditioning how other people think too. Because if we were once conditioned to live in scarcity or the survival mode during times like this, then you're not the only one. But also, if you can come out of it, so can other people.
Right. Well, think of it like this. I love analogies, and I don't know if this one will make sense, but it makes sense to me. So maybe it makes sense to one of you. It's kind of like real estate. When real estate's popping, and basically like my 7-year-old could go out and sell a house, like above asking. That's easy to do. But when real estate's down, you have a select few who are professionals, who are out there, who have an opportunity to really shine, who have put themselves out there to be a professional, that's still going to be selling the houses, because the other real estate agents who really couldn't sell, who really weren't professionals, they were just doing what my 7-year-old could do and signing contracts, right? Taking tours. They done shrunk and they removed themselves from the market. They tapped out. They gave out. So it allows the real deals to shine even more.
Innovators.
So this is like, for us, we're like, we are going to put out even more content. We're going to give out more solutions. We're going to bang social media even harder right now.
Yeah.
That's our plan. That's our goal, because there's less people out there to compete with because they're all running scared.
Yep. Yeah.
They're all running scared.
Going to help more people get healthy, help more people become freedom parents. Just continue. That's when you push it forward even more in your mission and your calling.
Well, now is the time, I love the saying, dig your well before you're thirsty.
Yep.
Now is the time to begin digging your well, because as I opened up with, this is a cyclical process.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of retracting and waiting for times to get good to where you could start living an abundant life only until the next downturn happens,
Mm-hmm.
to repeat the process of shrinking back, dig your well now to where you're recession proof. Because like, for instance, for us and several of our friends, our lifestyle doesn't change right now. If anything, we're actually probably, if you look at the wealthy people, they're like sharks in a water. They can taste the blood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because they put themselves in a position to really capitalize on other people shrinking back,
Mm-hmm.
and other people who are living above their means, and other people who are not willing to put the work out and put themselves out there.
Yeah.
Great opportunity right now.
Well, there's that saying, the rich get richer, but I feel like it's the hungry get fed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's good.
the people that are seeking, looking for opportunities, not giving up until they find the opportunity, not giving up till they have the opportunity to take action on the opportunities, continuing every single day without distraction or faltering. Those are the people, they make themselves rich.
Yeah.
And then because they had the habit to get there first, of course, they continue to get richer typically.
Mm-hmm. 100. Yeah. And so, part of my encouragement on this podcast and what we've been encouraging our team and people we mentor is the field right now. And whatever you're in, you don't have to be in what we do. It could be, like I said, mentioned in real estate. It could be in any type of sales. It can be whatever you do, really. The field's getting thin. So this is the chance and the opportunity for you to turn up the frequency and offer solutions for people
Mm-hmm.
to where you're on their radar. So maybe they aren't ready now.
Yeah.
I will say that. Maybe they are not ready now, but when things do turn, and maybe they are, and there will be people that are, but when things do turn to pick up and people realize that they're not going to die, they realize that it's okay.
Yeah.
You are going to be on their radar
100%.
because they've been watching you and they've been seeing you flex and not shrink.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great time.
I think some people underestimate too, or they overestimate what the true price of freedom is for some people. And something that I realized was that I had that concept several years ago when we started building the business that we have now,
Mm-hmm.
was I felt like a phony a little bit because we weren't where we really want to be. We weren't in the beginning. Of course we weren't, earning, 7 figures or anything like that. We were just getting started. But I had a concept that we needed to be there, to be attractive to other people, to show them that we could help them reach their financial goals or their health goals or whatever they were, that we had to be the pinnacle of whatever that vision was I had in my head. But what I saw was really too, I looked at myself and I saw, well, I was just a mom of 2 then. And my price of freedom was being home with our girls.
Yeah.
What did that really cost? It wasn't 7 figures to be home with my girls.
No, not at all. Not even close. But you make me think about, and this could be in any industry. Well, there's 2 things. One is it doesn't matter where you are on a success ladder or where you think you are or where you need to be. It's, can you offer a solution to somebody?
Yeah.
Can you offer a solution to their problem? So that's really where you need to be focusing right now.
That's
the
good.
solution
So what's the real
oriented and not
problem?
selling. And I love sales, and everything in part of your life is sales, whether you believe it or not, but offering solutions. The other thing is if you tie it to what we do for instance, is to focus on possibility versus probability. Like when people come into our industry, they came into or they're attracted by the possibility of what they can create. What's possible in the transformation in their health? What's possible for the transformation in their life and their wealth? It's the possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the challenge is people tend to then focus on what's probable, especially in times like this, because they start to look at their life and say, well, you know what? I'm still 15, 20 pounds overweight. I'm not where I need to be. Or I still have bill collectors calling me. I'm not financially independent. Who am I to go offer what I have as a solution?
Right.
And the question is, so you're focusing on probability based off of your results or lack thereof, when the question should be, what drew you in was the possibility. Do you know people who have hit their health goals or whatever the goal is in the industry that you're doing and exceeded it? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know people who are abundant and live financially well and just above and beyond? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to switch your focus and your lens through and your message through what's possible.
Yep.
Not what's probable based off of where you are, where you think you should be. And actually, I think that could tie into any industry, because then you're just focusing on the possibility and the solution for people.
Yep. 100%.
And anyone can do that right now.
Mm-hmm. That's really good. That's really important. I hope people are writing that down, taking notes. That's a pivotal shift in your mindset. Focusing on, yes, what you have created and what you know you can speak to, because people want that. I mean, I know my mind was blown when I really sometimes still talk to people about the business that they want to create and the income they want to earn. And the first initial income is like, oh, 500 a month extra would change my life. I'm like, that changed your life? And then I think back to when we got started. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that changed our life. It was a big deal. So thinking about what you're creating now, and then also looking what you know can be created too, because one, that also tells you where you're going, or where you can go, and then where you can take other people too. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I'll keep tying it back to real estate, and I've never been in real estate. I don't want to flex as if I could kill it, but I probably could kill it. But because of these fundamental principles of, there was a time when maybe I couldn't afford a multi-million-dollar home. Does that mean I can't sell it?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at these people who can afford it and then walk them through to all the solutions, because some of it's going to be, we don't have enough bedrooms. Oh, this house has all the bedrooms you need and more. You know what I'm saying? You're walking through solutions to their problems, and they have the money to buy it. Mm-hmm. So you have to be very solution oriented right now.
Yeah. So what's
and focusing on the possibility,
the need.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But this is the time to flex. So, anything else you want to add to this one? I think this one's.
I think you hit all the nail on the head.
Flex, don't shrink. Flex, don't shrink. All right,
absolutely. Guys. All right, friends, you deserve to live the life you desire. So go out and create your new American dream.